Good, bad, I'm the guy with the gun.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
What's up, Pico? I don't think so. I'm playing on PC. I guess I could look real quick. Hold on. Darkest Dungeon console. Oh, I'm wrong. Yeah. PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, and Linux. Living Dungeons? No. Is that pretty good? What's that one about? I'll try to look it up sometime. I've never heard of that one, honestly. Oh, that sounds cool. I'm always down with tactical games. Final Fantasy Tactics was really fun. Do you play only console, Pika? Actually, that sounds pretty interesting. I'm gonna look at that, I think after I'm done with this. I'm looking up right now. Looks kind of interesting. It's kind of like a top-down with some dice game type things. I hope it's for PC. I'd like to play that.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Where are you from, Pico?
Obliterated.
Oh, you're from Portugal?
Annihilated.
That's cool.
Eradicated.
Originally from Portugal, maybe?
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I know exactly how you feel, man.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I spent most of the last decade broke. 2000 to 2010.
Destroyed.
Almost.
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Actually, Pico, when you die in this game, you're dead. So any one of these characters, like if she goes all the way to 0 and dies, I'm screwed. There's no way to get her back unless there's a very rare event in the town called, the resurrection event, basically. that's why you bring your healers, right? Yeah, it's permanent death in this game. Mostly permanent death.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Yeah, the way this game works, this is the dungeon phase. Every week you go to a different dungeon and you try to collect the loot or kill the boss or whatever to get the reward. And, hold on.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
And there's also a town build phase, where basically you're taking care of your town that takes care of the heroes here. And they pretty much, they interact with all of this stuff. And then there's also a thing called stress, you see at the bottom here, the white bar. If your stress gets to 100, there's a chance that you guys will gain an insanity. And if it goes to 200, they have a heart attack and they're pretty much dead at that point. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, it's like XCOM. I think XCOM was harder though, but it's just my opinion.
Decimated.
Yeah, I've lost really good characters in this game.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
See, and then he just bit her, so she just got a disease and she got stunned. So that's why even though they don't have much life, they're dangerous. I've definitely rage quit XCOM a couple times. I would like to actually beat the first one legit, I never have. Or actually, I take that back, I have beaten it, but I didn't beat it with the expansion. I got like halfway and then I just lost interest.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Ah, dang. So are you talking about the XCOM that came out like 3 years ago? Or are you talking about the original XCOM?
Their formation is broken.
Because the original XCOM was hard as hell back in like the 90s and 2000s. Ooh,
Such
shoot.
terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
And they're beating the hell out of her. Oh wow, you're playing the old one. Wow. Even I didn't do that. Old one's hard, man.
How quickly the tide turns.
So now she's on death's door, which means she has no health and she gets these debuffs. So every time that she's hit, there's a death blow resist of 67%. So there's a 33% chance that she'll die every time she gets hit from now on. Until I heal her. As long as you keep her off that 0, she's okay. Man, she's been getting beat up this run. Jeez. But yeah, this is a real fun game. If you ever get a chance, try it out. Had lots of fun with it.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Some monsters they can only hit the first couple rows, and then some monsters they hit mostly the back row or AoE. You can never be completely sure because there's only 2 taunts in the game, and the taunts don't make it 100% chance, they just make it more likely that you'll get hit. So honestly, you never really know. And then this is the scouting that happens when you find maps, or if you have a good scout character, it kind of shows you everything that's coming up. And then the torch level is really big in this game. The lower it goes, the stronger the monsters are, but the higher loot that they'll drop. And then the higher it is, the more likely you'll get scouting procs and that type of thing. So, but I don't really need loot right now, so. Yeah, there's definitely some RNG. One of my friends in here, because this game was made by Red Hook, he said that Red Hook RNG without the lube. And that's the way he says it. And he's kind of right, honestly. So.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh wow, that didn't kill him.
Well struck.
Oh, I know why. He's in the wrong position. Damn it. Position actually plays a really big role in this game too. Because people can only do certain moves from certain positions. So like you can move an archer from the back to the front, and then all he can do is like a little bayonet jab and try to get back to the back row. So it's part of the important tactics. Like this guy, he's my archer. And I got this, you see 20% damage if in position 4. And he's in position 3 right now, so I gotta remedy that. Just gonna do that. Oh my god. Oh, I heard of Child of Light. I never actually played it. That's a good game, huh? I'll have to check that out, actually. Oh, that's cool. Sounds fun. Thanks for the sub, Pico. Man, this guy is so buff. Sheesh. So what do you play normally, Pico? Do you ever stream?
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
So, and in this game, there's this class called the Antiquarian. The Antiquarian, she's really weak, but she basically grants bonus loot, even to things like torch pits. So this right here, and these, are all from the Antiquarian, so her alone, she's giving me 1,000 gold here, and then another, is it 275 times 7, so about 2,000-ish or so gold right there. And she finds something every time she opens.
Handsome reward for a task well performed.
And then she also makes it so that your gold stacks higher. She's just a really good character to have unless you're trying to defeat a boss. Oh, that's too bad. Well, hey, if you ever start again, let me know. I'll watch. I was actually thinking of doing a classic gaming day, and I was going to stream Castlevania Symphony of the Night. You ever play that one? The old PlayStation 1 game? That was a fun game. Oh man, she's going to go crazy soon. Yeah, those are some hard games, some of them. That's good though, that's part of the fun, you know? Fighting like some crazy succubus or demon, vampire, everything. The boss battles are really what make that game. That and the characters, of course. Yeah, I've always been a big fan of Castlevania.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Played the first one, played the second one, played the one on Super Nintendo. I didn't play much of the third one on Nintendo, and then of course you played all the PlayStation ones back in the day. And I tried a couple out on PC, but it just wasn't the same for me. I kind of missed the 2D ones. As you can see, I'm still playing 2D games, so... No, but I'm pretty close. I actually rage quit this twice. Because the first time it was because there's a boss called the Hag that throws your heroes in a pod and tries to devour them. And I lost one of my best character at the time to her. And then the second time I think I was just burnt out, honestly. But I'm close though, I just gotta beat 2 more dungeons basically. But you have to farm up because they're really hard dungeons, and if you screw it up, you can retreat, but it automatically kills at least one of your characters.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Like, anyone that is level 6, let me see, so this one, she represents, along with her gear, oh, I haven't even upgraded her gear, that's funny. Well, most of them, when you upgrade all their gear and you invest in their skills, and you invest in keeping them sane because they go insane sometimes, you're looking at a good 100,000 gold investment per character, and so it gets pretty nuts. The amount of, because if you lose one of these characters, you basically just lost that much gold that you've invested.
Only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
So you gotta be really careful where you go in this game. And then there's people that do torchless runs, like I said earlier. But I'm not at that level yet. Really? I've never played Dark Souls, I always hear about that. How much people rage over it. I guess the boss battles are pretty crazy, huh?
Precision and power. Devastating blow.
You're right, that's that.
Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
Hey, so Pico, are you actually from Portugal? Or are you just rooting for their teams?
meet in secret, that none may know the horrifying depths of their enquiries.
Oh, that's cool, dude. You don't live too far from me. I live in Tustin. Alright, man. Good luck. Good to meet you. Drop by anytime, and if you start streaming, let me know. I'll come watch you play a couple games. Oh, that's cool. I would have stayed there, I guess, but it's all good. Alright. It's working for me. Oh, I wonder what happened. Tell you what, I'm gonna try to pull it up real quick and look for myself. Be right back. You might get some echo while I'm looking at it. Oh, it's better. Let me know if that keeps happening, I'll just turn the frames per second down.